everyone, I'm Ariana and welcome back to my channel. Those were just my fingers, so if you're new to my channel, I definitely suggest you check out some of my other videos so that you'll know what I look like. Because in this video, I'm just going to be showing you my makeup collection. This is actually an antique washstand. My parents acquired this many years ago, and yeah, it got passed down to me. This was built in like the 1800s. I love it. It's so unique. This is where I do my makeup. I pretty much have everything set out here. And I'll zoom you in a little bit closer. So over here, I have my little, this is some kind of a desk organizer thing that my mom bought me when I went off to college, and inside of it I keep my pretty makeup right here in this corner. I like to keep my Fenty Beauty lip paint, and I like to keep the Universal Gloss Balm out here because I just think the packaging is so pretty. And the same with the this is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Confetti. It's so pretty. I'll try not to get too swatch happy, but this video may end up being pretty long, so. And in this little corner here, or this little box here, I keep my Real Techniques beauty sponge, a bunch of vape juice actually. I do have some random little e.l.f. makeup products right in here that I'm trying to force myself to use. And in this section, I keep my setting sprays and my face primers. I just moved my Tarte eyeshadow palettes up to the front because, you know, they're canceled now, so I need to use up this makeup. But also the packaging is still really pretty. But since I already own this stuff, I'm just going to use it up, so I put it out so that I could remember to use it. I also have this little fish, it's like a mermaid tail foundation brush. I've never used it, but it's so cute sitting out here. Alright, so this is the other side of my desk. It's hard to fit everything into the same frame. So over here I keep my mirror, but I don't want to, my flash is on, so I don't want to shine that into your face. But over here is where I keep my eyeshadow palettes that don't fit into my drawers down here. I just got the Modern Renaissance palette, and I really enjoy it. Probably one of my favorites. And then I also have the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is my Pan That palette for the year. It's kind of a mess. And I have my ColourPop, what is this called? Oh yeah, the ColourPop Yes Please palette. Oh, I love this. It's so great. It's my only warm toned eyeshadow palette. I also really like this Winky Lux Kitten palette. It came in my BoxyCharm. If I could open it. Yeah, I really like this palette as well. I consider this my cool tone travel palette because it's got some mattes, it's got some shimmers. Also for travel, I have this tiny magnetic palette. And I put my ColourPop single shadows in here, plus one from, I think, LA Girl or LA Colors or something. And I also keep my planner right here, too. I try to use this. I'm gonna try to use this in 2018 so I can plan my life out. Isn't it cute, though? I found this at TJ Maxx. Oops. And up here in the forefront, I do keep some kabuki brushes. I have this little, I don't know exactly what this is. I found this at the thrift store. It was in like a mystery box or something. It's so cool though. I use it to put my eyeliners, my eyebrow pencils, pretty much anything. Oh, a lip pencil, some lip pencils. I keep like skinny things. And I have my eye brushes and some random tools and other eyeliners in this little contraption here. This is actually something I made, I guess. It's these little e.l.f. primer bottles all glued together. So it's from these primers from e.l.f. I really like the packaging, and I thought it was so wasteful to just throw them away. Since I had so many of them, I just glued them together. And in this mug, I keep my face brushes, a few random eye brushes, some concealer brushes and stuff like that. But for the most part, I keep my face brushes in here. Look, it says Mean Muggin'. I found this at the Dollar Tree for like $2. I thought it was so cute. And to keep my pretty face brushes in, I have this teapot that I also found at the thrift store. It was in that same mystery box that this one came in. I had no idea what I was buying. I just picked up a random box for $5 and it had all this stuff in it. So this teapot was in there and it didn't have a lid, so I didn't know what else to do with it, and I thought it would be a good idea to put my brushes in it. Isn't it cute? Okay, so now moving on to my top drawer here. This is just one half of the drawer. I'll get to the other half in a minute. So in this drawer, this is pretty much where I keep my things that I'm trying to use on the daily basis. I keep all of my single shadows in this little box top thing here. It was a Ghirardelli box top. So I keep my single shadows in here. They're mostly ColourPop. I do have an e.l.f. one. The e.l.f. smudge pots that are discontinued. And I also keep a few of my lipsticks that I try to switch out seasonally or sometimes monthly. I don't know, it kind of depends on how I'm feeling, if I feel like switching the stuff out. And over in this little empty quadrant, I kind of keep some random miscellaneous things. I've got 3 mascaras here. One of them probably needs to be thrown away. A lash curler, the e.l.f. makeup remover pen, I really like that. Some concealer, my e.l.f. lip scrub, and this glitter eyeliner that doesn't fit with my other eyeliners on the top. Okay, so on the other side here, I have another little desk organizer. Over here, I keep some more liquid eyeshadows. I've got a few eye primers in there. This is a Fiona Styles pot concealer. This is a Fiona Styles another liquid eyeshadow. I've got some more pot liners. And over here, I pretty much organize this by shape. I try to organize it by function, but for the most part, it's by shape. I've got 3 highlighters here. One is the Fenty Beauty Kilowatt highlighter. I've got my e.l.f. highlighter in the shade Starlight Glow and my Becca Prosecco Pop. And right here I have the only face powder I use, and I've hit pan on it because it's the only one. I use it every time I do my makeup pretty much. This is the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. And right here I have some little eyeshadow palettes and a few face palettes. So I do have the NYX Ultimate Brights palette. It's my only really colorful palette. This palette's okay, there's probably better ones out there. I have a little Tarte one that I've spoken about before. This is my e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Total Face Powder. I've talked about this a few times. I like the blushes in here. The bronzer is pretty good, and the highlighter is, it's okay. These 2 are in my project pan. So I've got my blush and luminizer Sephora palette, and I've got my contour and highlight that has my setting powders and my 2 bronzers. I've got a little mini blush here, and then I have this little e.l.f. eyeshadow quad that I actually really enjoy. Purple is my favorite color, and it looks so good on my eyes, I think. And this, when I usually think about going for a purple look, I think about this palette first. And then I have my e.l.f. eyebrow kit here that's also in my project pan. And then over here I house all of my e.l.f. Mad for Matte palettes. I'm not going to go through them all because I know I talk about them a lot. Oh, and I also have the e.l.f. Prism palette, which is actually now discontinued, I believe. Maybe you can find it at Ulta, I'm not sure. I do really enjoy the colors. I kind of want to use this more. I also have the Blink BoxyCharm Electric Eyes palette. It was a collaboration with BoxyCharm. These shadows, they're amazing. They're so buttery. I keep bumping into the camera. They're so buttery and soft, and they apply on the eyes really well. I do have my Bare Minerals Invisible Light Translucent Powder Duo. I have a color corrector here, color correcting palette, excuse me. It's my only color correcting palette. Oh, and another highlighter. This one went over here because it was more square shaped and the other ones are circular. So yeah, anyway, this is the Wet n Wild Mermaid, what is this called? I don't even know. Highlighting bar, whatever. It's from their mermaid collection. It's so pretty. It has a gold green type of shift to it. These swatches are terrible. I am terrible at this. Yeah, you can't really see the green on camera, but it's definitely green in person. I keep some stuff down here in this little crevice here because there's a little bit of space. I do keep my ColourPop highlighters right here. I keep my e.l.f. cream blush. Oh, and some tape. So down here is kind of my junk drawer, actually. I have these old chocolate boxes that I store stuff in. I just have like a backup lip balm, a temporary tattoo from Halloween that I never used, and some sticky bra tape. And in the Godiva chocolate box, I love this chocolate box. I keep my makeup remover wipes in here. These are some brush cleaning wipes that I don't actually like that much. I found them at TJ Maxx for like $2.99. So I thought it was worth a try. No, I do not like these. I keep some disposable mascara wands down here because I wanted to try my cake highlighter. I don't know if I showed you this earlier. I keep it up here. I've been meaning to do a video with this for a long time. If you've ever heard of this, if you haven't heard of this and you're interested, it's a cake mascara that's styled after vintage. It's like a vintage style mascara, I guess. I don't want to open it up. I don't want to spoil the surprise. So if you are interested in seeing a video about this mascara, let me know because I already bought everything to go with it. I keep some petroleum jelly down here, some more temporary tattoos, some makeup brushes that I don't know if I want to get rid of or keep, some backup of my eyeshadow C brush. I might give this away because I don't know if I really need 2 of them, but if something happens to my other one, then I don't want to have to buy it when I already have it, so maybe I'll just hold on to it. I do have a brush roll here with some makeup brushes that I got from like Groupon or something. Oh, and I have some candy cigarettes for when I have my sweet tooth. And you thought that you were getting close to the end, didn't you? Well, you are wrong, because I have an entire compartment down here also filled with makeup. So yeah, this is what it looks like down here in my little storage. Oops, I knocked the camera. But yeah, this is the bottom portion of my washstand. This right here is where I keep all my lipsticks. This is where I keep all the lipsticks that I don't reach for on a daily basis, but I don't necessarily want to give away, or maybe haven't given them a fair shot yet. So yeah, these are my liquid lipsticks on this side. These are my traditional bullet lipsticks, and also sample size or deluxe sample minis, whatever you want to call them. It's also for my mini lipsticks. Does anyone remember these? I only keep this because it reminds me of the good old days. I'm sure this is long past its expiration date, and it doesn't even smell like grape anymore, so, but I'm gonna keep it. Memories. Alright, and getting back into this, I've got some empty magnetic palettes here that don't have anything in them. I've got some random wallets and stuff like that. I keep this bag full of my sample items that I get. I just try to collect them all in this one bag. I keep my sample perfumes in this little mini Sephora bag. And here is where I keep a few of my backups. In this little bin here, I've got a backup micellar water, a backup limited edition lipstick. On to the fun part. This is my caboodle. So yeah, this is my caboodle. I only bought this because Emily Noel has one, and it's so spacious, and it was only $20, which was way cheaper than the other train cases that I was seeing at Ulta, and it was kind of retro, you know, and the colors are just, they're all me. Down here at the bottom, I just keep some random backups of items that I haven't gotten a chance to try yet. Eventually, my goal is to be able to keep my entire makeup collection, minus my eyeshadow palettes and my face primers and setting sprays that I have on top. Everything that I have in my drawers and stuff, though, I eventually want to be able to put into this one container. But right now, that is a very far-fetched dream. I have my Jean-Michel Basquiat eyeliners. I do keep these in the box. I do eventually want to get some use out of these, though. I also have this Fearless, Be Limitless Real Her blush kit. I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is what it looks like on the inside. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep this palette. I haven't reached for it yet. I have not worn a single one of these blushes. But I kind of want to try it and make sure whether or not I like it before I get rid of it. This is the e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette in the shade Seattle. They don't make this one anymore, and it happens to be my favorite one. But since I'm using the NYC one right now, I'm kind of focusing on that palette for the year. I decided to put this one away. I kind of stopped using this one, this e.l.f. Illuminating palette, because I also have another illuminating palette in my project pan. I hadn't really gotten a chance to use some of my other highlighters, so I put this one away. I did hit pan on this one shade. They don't have names, but the white one. Down here I've got my foundations that don't match me right now. I have, oh, I meant to tell you, I keep my other foundations and concealers up in my first drawer. I don't know how I missed that. I have a loose blush. I have my Milani blush that is so pretty. The packaging is so pretty, but I'm not using this right now. Some eyeliners back here that I haven't opened yet. These are my only full-size mascaras. Usually I use the trial size mascaras because, I don't know, mascara wasn't always really my thing. But I'm starting to get into it. I'll test these out and see if I like them. Although this one's from Tarte, so I wouldn't repurchase it. This right here is special to me, and let me tell you why. This eyeshadow is probably one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. It's the perfect green. It's a perfect green for my skin tone. It's ColourPop's Fizz. Now I own another one of these. It's my original one. I've hit pan on it. It was limited edition, or no, it wasn't limited edition. They discontinued it. They discontinued the shade. And I was so upset that I hadn't been using my original one, but I finally hit pan on it, and I was just so upset that I felt like it was about to run out. I wasn't gonna have it anymore, and it was my favorite. But my girl Makeup Struggles, shout out Makeup Struggles, she was doing her declutter video. She said she was getting rid of her ColourPop shadows. I was watching the video and I was like, oh snap, that's Fizz. I need it. So I was just kind of like, hey girl, I will pay you for that shadow because I need it in my life. And she said, girlfriend, I got you, I will send it to you. So she sent me this, and I love her channel anyway, so I feel like it's like a little, I don't know, I'm a fan. So it was special to me because she sent it to me, and I will be very, very happy to get to it when I run out of my other one. So it opens up some more. So yes, you thought it was over. It's not. There is more. I've got some backup liners here. This one is from Lancome. I'm gonna get to this as soon as I finish my Wet n Wild one. I need to finish that one up and throw it away so I can get to the good stuff. This is actually in my project pan, and I'm doing so bad on it because it's in here, but I kind of want to wear this in the summertime. I've got an eyebrow pencil backup. I've got an eyeliner pencil backup. This little thing pops out. And yep, I've got some loose glitter. That's body glitter though, it's not for the eyes. Some more e.l.f. smudge pots here, and I've got these little liners that I'm excited to use. I've got some backup face powder. I like to keep it in the small container though. This one's the banana powder. I've got some MAC pigments up here. I've got this little, I kind of keep this just because, I don't know, there may be an occasion where I might need to use it for something. I do enjoy doing crazy looks sometimes, some more artistic type of looks. I like to get experimental. So I like to keep this palette around for that purpose. This is my very first eyeshadow palette ever. I got this I want to say the summer before my senior year of college. Yes, I went that long and I had never worn eyeshadow in my life. I really thought I was gonna give this away, but I just couldn't. I couldn't give this away. I don't use it anymore. I think the shadows are kind of like, they don't perform the same. They're not really like the best. And I have a lot of other shadows now that I like a lot more, but I keep this one because it was my first. It was like the start of my love for makeup, so I'm gonna keep it around. Okay, and I always forget about these, but here are my Basquiat collection eyeshadow palettes. Here, and the blush. It's a face palette. It's got 2 blushes, a bronzer, and 1 highlighter. And yeah, they just stay up there on the wall because they have little divots in the back for me to hang them up. So I just kind of put them there so I could look at them and enjoy them as art, and also reach them off the wall if I decide to use one for a makeup look. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's probably going to be pretty long when I get to editing it because it's been like an hour. I hope that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you did like this video. Y'all have a good one. See you next time. Bye.